Well, John, a 2-0 defeat for your boys tonight. Just your thoughts on the game overall?
Well, fair play to Morecambe, you know. It was a game that both teams recognised the magnitude of it, and they've come out victors, and they were clinical with the finishing. I think the stats say they've had 4 shots on target. I can't remember that. Possibly 2, maybe 3. Definitely not 4. We've had about 9. We've had about a few that have gone over the bar. But the main stats is that Morecambe have scored 2 and we haven't. And the irony is we've come in 2-0 down at half time, having dominated the game. Dominated it with shots, dominated it with possession, dominated with chances created. But Morecambe are clinical with the finishing, and that's what football's all about. And then, you know, they ride the luck a little bit. We miss a few good gilt-edged chances, and you just have to accept that tonight's not going to be your night, and tonight was Morecambe's night, and you can't say they didn't deserve because they worked their socks off right to the end. And they took the chances when they got them. We were wasteful in front of goal, and we didn't defend as well as what we should do for their 2 goals. So that's the harsh reality of football. You know, the game second half becomes Morecambe trying to keep us at bay, trying to hit us on the counter. We have to do a couple of changes, but you know, we're trying to get more attacking players on the pitch. Difficult, but you know, these games you build them up as 6 pointers, and they are 6 pointers. But if we play like that every week, and Morecambe play like that every week, there'll only be one team who finishes above each other. And you know, anyone who's got any logic about them will know that you won't keep winning games playing like that, and we won't keep losing games if we have that much dominance.
I always felt it was a game where the first goal was going to be really, really important, and you came close a few times, but it was Morecambe that got it, and that
Morecambe got it with the first time they went into our box, and then it was after, what, 33 minutes, was it, something like that? So, and listen, fair play to them. That's the way they set out to do it. You know, they've been losing by the odd goal every now and again, so you know, you can't begrudge them that. And I love coming here. It's a great place to come, you know. Everyone, or most of the older people know my connections here. And I want to see Morecambe thrive, but just not against us. And it's hard to be critical of my players. You know, Seamus Keneally's probably the best player on the pitch tonight, and he's come off on the losing side. Big performances. You know, when the dust settles, we're disappointed with the 2-0 loss. We're not disappointed with the performance. The heartbreak for us is the injury to Joe Pritchard, because that is an absolute body blow for us going forward. He's probably our most influential player running with the ball, probably one of the best in the league, and for the injuries he's suffered and the turmoil he's gone through, that's a big blow for him.
He looked in pain as he came off. Can you describe what happened to him at this stage?
We'll have to wait for the scan, but it's not looking good at all. It's looking like a season-ending injury.
There was no players around him, was he? Just seemed to catch his stuff in the pitch.
He slipped. You know, so things like that happen. You know, it's no one's fault.
And as you say, a body blow for a young lad who's worked so hard to get back into the game.
Well, he's seen his quality tonight. Could have had 2 or 3. I mean, our problems tonight stem from the fact that we got ourselves into great shooting positions, and it's everything right down Conor Ripley's throat. And when Morecambe got into shooting positions, the 2 occasions that the clear ones that they did, they screamed them in. Great finishes. So from that point of view, you can't begrudge Morecambe to win, can you?
On a positive side, good to see Sean McConville back as well.
Yeah, I think he had an influence on the game. He put a couple of good crosses in. And listen, on another day we'd have scored 3 or 4 tonight, and we wouldn't be moaning. Maybe Joe wouldn't have had the injury that he had. But football's a funny game, and one minute everything's going well for you, next minute it kicks it in the backside. But you got to keep going. You know, I've been in this game a long time. I know that we're going in the right direction form-wise. And you know, it was an improvement for us from Boxing Day, and I know we drew 1-1, so we had better points to turn. We only had 4 shots on Saturday, on Boxing Day. We had 21 tonight. dominated possession for big periods.
This is a ground safety.
We've got to defend better when the key areas present themselves. That's another game tonight where we've conceded in the first half when the other opposition have barely threatened. Well, they haven't threatened, and that's something that we've got to guard against going forward.
New Year's Day now, how important is that for you now?
Well, we'll be training New Year's Day. We're playing on the 2nd. Listen, every game we play is vital. There's a chance to put a lot of distance between us and Morecambe. Now there's the gap now. I know we've got games in hand, but we feel that's a missed opportunity to certainly put one of our relegation rivals to bed. But we've got to keep going. There's a lot of football to be played, and you've seen the effort in our lads right to the end. So I really can't be too disappointed with the performance. Thought our fans were magnificent. Thought the Morecambe fans were great as well tonight, to be honest. It's a cracking atmosphere, good local derby. Someone often wins, and tonight it was Morecambe's turn, and congratulations to them.
Derby County next for you then, is it the big game? They're all big games, but... Well,
we lost to Derby County early on in the season, missed 2 penalties. I think they came in and missed 2 penalties as well, didn't they? And that was a free game, and we hit the crossbar from 3 yards. And so when things like that happen, you just got to roll your sleeves up. But we know we give them a game last time we played them, and we'll give them a game on the 2nd of January.